Hello, children. Do these faces remind you of somebody? Right. They are the freedom fighters of our country. They laid their lives for the freedom of our country. Let's study about them today. In the past, India was well known for spices, textiles, jewelry, handicrafts, etc. The Arabs, Romans, and Greeks had rich trade relations with India. In the 16th century, traders from Portugal, Holland, France, and England came to India for the purpose of trade. These countries fought among themselves to control the trade and make maximum profit. The British defeated others and established the East India Company in AD 1600. The company bought the Indian goods at low prices and sold them at very high rates in Europe. The company took away a large amount of wealth from India to England. The British traders exploited the farmers, traders, and weavers in India. They sold the mill cloth from England at low rates than the handloom cloth. They also interfered in the running of princely states. The rulers of kingdoms in India kept fighting among themselves. The British followed the policy of divide and rule to weaken the Indian rulers. Slowly, the British traders turned themselves into rulers. The Indians never protested jointly against the officers of the East India Company. The Revolt of 1857. The Indians had always been protesting against the unfair practices of the British. The Indian soldiers were paid less salary than the British soldiers. The British introduced the Enfield rifle, in which greased cartridges were to be used. A rumor spread that the cartridges were greased with fat of cow and pig. This enraged both the Hindu and Muslim soldiers, as it was against their religious beliefs. The revolt of 1857 began at Meerut near Delhi. Mangal Pandey was the first Hindu soldier who refused to bite the greased cartridges to be used in the Enfield rifles. Mangal Pandey was arrested and later on hanged. After this, the revolt spread in many parts of northern and central India. The Indian farmers, traders, workers, etc. supported and took part in the revolt against the British. Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, was made the leader of freedom struggle. The revolt was led by Nana Sahib and Tatya Tope in Kanpur, Begum Hazrat Mahal in Awadh, and Rani Lakshmi Bai in Jhansi. However, the freedom fighters fought very bravely, but this revolt failed. It is called the First War of Indian Independence. There were several reasons due to its failure. It failed due to lack of latest weapons. It did not spread to all parts of India. There was a feeling of inequality among the people. Caste and religion still took the first seat. And this also shook the foundation of East India Company's rule in India. After that, the Queen's rule was made in India. Though the revolt failed, there was rise of nationalism. Now the Indians realized that the British were treating them as slaves in their own country. This realization united the Indians and led to the formation of many associations. The leaders talked to the people against the British rule. Indians decided to put an end to British rule in India. Indians from all walks of life supported the struggle for freedom. The Indians felt there should be one strong group which can fight for the rights of the people. This resulted in the formation of Indian National Congress in AD 1885 by A.O. Hume, a retired British officer. A.O. Hume wanted to develop meaningful relationship with the Indian people and the British government. The first session of Indian National Congress was held in Bombay under the presidency of W.C. Banerjee. This session of Congress was attended by 72 delegates from all over India. The Indian National Congress held meetings annually in different cities of India. The leaders discussed the problems faced by the people and anti-people policies of British rulers. With the passage of time, the Indian National Congress became a strong organization. The early leaders of Indian National Congress were called moderates. Some of them were Dadabhai Naroji, S.N. Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, M.G. Ranade, Madan Mohan Malviya, etc. They awakened the spirit of unity among the Indians. Now there were some more leaders of freedom struggle which came in the later part of India. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai wanted to oppose British strongly. They were called radicals. There were some other young people who joined the freedom struggle and they believed in using violence. They were called revolutionaries. It was in 1915 that Mahatma Gandhi joined the freedom struggle.
In 1919, a meeting was held in Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar, to protest against the British policies. A British commander, General Dyer, surrounded the place and ordered the troops to shoot and kill everybody. Thousands of men and women and children died in this massacre. The non-cooperation movement was launched against the incident of Jallianwala Bagh. So many people left their jobs, colleges, businesses to join this movement. However, a violent incident happened at Chauri Chaura, for which Gandhiji was very angry and he withdrew the movement immediately. During this movement, Gandhiji led the salt satyagraha to break the salt laws. He marched along with others from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi coast in Gujarat. This movement became very popular in every part of India. Ultimately, the British had to go away with the law. The Quit India movement. This movement was launched in 1942. Gandhiji asked people to do or die, which means either win freedom or die for it. Gandhiji was arrested, but the revolutionary activities continued. Khudiram Bose, Bhagat Singh, Ram Prasad Bismil, Sukhdev, Chandrasekhar Azad, Ashfaqullah Khan, Sitaram Raju took active part in. Subhash Chandra Bose was twice elected the President of Indian National Congress. He was arrested but escaped from jail and fled to Japan via Afghanistan and Germany. He took charge of the Indian National Army and fought against the British in World War II. He gave the popular slogans Jai Hind and Dilli Chalo. The Second World War ended in 1945. British government finally agreed to leave India. They divided the country in two parts, India and Pakistan. India became a free country on 15 August 1947. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first President of the independent India.
We fall into the trap thinking learning is best done inside the four walls of our classrooms. However, the creativity and awareness of the students can be assessed through various activity based exercises. So, I have taken the topic freedom struggle. The students find it difficult to learn important historical dates. To enhance their learning, I have created an activity. I will be showing it in two ways. First activity. I will be showing them the incident and they will be guessing the date. For example, Battle of Plassey, 1757. Then I will show them the date. Battle of Buxar, 1764. First railway line between Bombay and Thane, 1853. The Sepoy Mutiny, 1857. Foundation of INC, 1885. Partition of Bengal, 1905. Now the second activity, match the dates. Foundation of Muslim League, 1906. Jallianwala Bagh Massacre, 1919. Non-cooperation movement, 1920. Civil disobedience movement, 1930. Quit India movement, 1942. Independence Day, 1947. In this way, the students will learn the dates more easily and faster. The third activity is visualization. This activity is to make the students remember the names of various freedom fighters. I will give the information and they will give me the name of the freedom fighter. For example, he was famous as Bapu. People also knew him as Father of Nation. They will guess the name, then I will show them the picture. The second one, he was famous as Sardar and he was the first Deputy Prime Minister of Free India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was the first Prime Minister of India and people also knew him as Chacha Nehru. He was popularly known as Netaji. His famous slogans were तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा and दिल्ली चलो. Subhash Chandra Bose.